Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to germinate your seeds using the Baggie Method and paper towel. And you'll be able to germinate your seeds something like this. So what you're going to need a Ziploc baggie. This one is a sandwich size baggie, and this works well for me. You can use any size as long as you'll have room to let your seeds germinate. And you'll need a paper towel. This one's a half sheet size paper towel. And you'll need your seeds, some water, and a pin. And this is optional, but a straw. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I have with the straw. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have clean hands. So make sure you go ahead and wash your hands before you begin so that your hands are clean. And then next, you're going to want to label your baggie. You don't have to do this step if you're just starting one variety, but if you're starting different types of seeds, it's a good idea to label them. And also put the date. And today I'm starting Thai basil. Okay, then I like to fold my paper towel in half. You can, if you want, you can just cut it in half, but this is just easier for me, but you could just cut it in half and use one sheet, but I have it doubled over. And then I like to go ahead and put my paper towel in dry because it's easier for me to work with to get it in there, because I've done it many times trying to get it in there wet. So see, when it's in there dry, it just goes right in easily. And this fits perfectly edge to edge almost. And then what I like to do next, instead of putting the seeds in there, next I like to get the paper towel moist. And I don't like to put too much, so I just usually add little by little. To see if it's going to be wet enough. A little bit more. This usually takes a couple seconds to make sure I have enough water in there. And I just like to make sure that each corner is moistened, because that's all it really needs. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. Oops, that's probably okay. Sometimes if I put too much water, like if you see the water, you know, pooling at the bottom, if you hold it up, I'll just pour some of the water back out. But actually, I think this is perfect. I don't have water pooling at the bottom, and the whole paper towel is moistened. All right, so the next step is just to add your seeds. Some people like to just pour them in there, and that's fine, and then you're done. But me, I've found that it's just easier taking a couple minutes at this step, because once they do sprout, it's just easier for me to separate them. So I have my seeds in here, and what I like to do is, if I just moisten my fingertip, I can just touch the seed and it's on my finger, and then I can just stick it on the towel and it stays. Okay. And I'm keeping it open, so because sometimes the seed will stick to the top of the baggie. So anyway, that's what you do. You just tap the seed, put it in place, and keep going through. I make little rolls, and my fingertip is still moistened, so it's picking up the seeds easily. You know, these are tiny seeds, so it's kind of hard to see, but they're just going right on the paper towel easily. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, some people just pour their seeds all in there and then they separate them later, but I just like to take a minute doing it this way so that it'll be easier to separate it later. And I don't have to worry about the roots getting tangled up. Okay, so I got all my seeds in here. I actually had all this room here for more. I mean, if I wanted to take the time, I could spread them out more just to give them more room so they're not too bunched up. There we go. So that looks good. I got all my seeds in there, and I'm ready to seal the bag. Now for me, some people just press the bag flat and seal it and they're done. But me, I like to create like a little bit of a greenhouse effect and put air in the bag. So I'm going to show you my trick with the straw. So what I do, this is just easier for me. I keep this end open, and then I'm just going to seal from this edge going across, and I'm going to leave this part open. So, and sometimes I try to keep a little bit of air in there so the seeds don't stick. Okay, so I press it all the way down at the corner. I'm going to slide it all the way across to about here. I'm going to stick my straw in. And so I got the straw in there. I have it sealed all the way up to the straw. I'm going to blow in the straw, and once the bag fills up, I'm just going to pull the straw out with my teeth, and then I'm going to close it up really quick. So this is what I do. Take a deep breath. And done. That's my little straw trick. Okay, so I have a lot of air in there. They have air in there. They have moisture. Just put them in a bright place and then wait. And that's part of why I like to have the date on there, because then I can see how many days it's been. And so what happens a lot of times, because these Ziploc baggies, they're not airtight, they'll kind of flatten down. So like this one, for example, see how this one's all puffed up? It's going to flatten back down like this one. This one is still has some air in it, but it's not all full of air. So maybe every couple days I will take the baggie and I'll put more air in it. And I don't even use the straw anymore because I'm so used to just opening up the corner and blowing in it. But I'll just show you with the straw how you can do this if you want to keep it simple with the straw. So you want to add air in there. You just open up that little corner. You can put your straw in there just a little ways and make sure it's sealed all the way to the end of the straw so you have a good seal. And then take a deep breath, blow in there, and then take out the straw and seal it. Done. And that'll keep your little greenhouse effect going in there for, you know, maybe another day or two. Okay. And so another thing that I'd like to add also is once your seeds are germinated and they have a good root on there, me personally, I like to take them out the sooner the better, because if you wait too long, then you're going to have to worry about acclimating the seedlings slowly because they would be going from a moist area into a drastically dry area. And I just don't want to deal with having to harden them off. So for me personally, I have better results the sooner that they germinate. Just get them out of the bag and plant them, and then you'll be more successful. All right, that's about it. Good luck to you. Happy gardening.